And it was pretty much just a copper lead zinc deposit. And then the head pillar collapsed after they only mined about the top third of the deposit. So what we believe in our mandate is we've had 2 drill programs to date. This is our large drill program.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Patrick Cruickshank. He is the CEO of ninemilemetlas. And Patrick, great to see you again. How are you?
Good morning. I'm very good today.
Good. Good to have you along. Excited to talk about a couple of things with you. You've had the release of 2 holes from your work that's going on at the Wedge project. Let's remind everyone about that project first before we go any further about where these holes are and what you've seen from them. This is obviously a key one for the company.
Yes, this is one of our flagship projects. It was a past producing mine in the late 50s and early 60s in the famous Bathurst Mining Camp in New Brunswick. And it was pretty much just a copper lead zinc deposit. And then the head pillar collapsed after they only mined about the top third of the deposit. So what we believe in our mandate is we've had 2 drill programs to date. This is our large drill program, 10,000 meters, that we launched about 3 months ago. And we're just finally getting our assays back from the lab. So we've had 17 holes drilled. This is only this week. We announced the results for hole 2 and 3. So a bit of a bottleneck, not just the labs, but also, you can understand that all this drilling, the rig never stops, right? 724. And as you know, it's a good problem to have. If we weren't hitting mineralization, we wouldn't have much to cut. So every hole, we got a lot of cutting, really nice thick intersections. And we've got back-to-back cutters going 18 hours a day. So we're trying to keep up. But yes, a very good start to our program.
So these 2 holes that you're reporting this week come out from the southwest part where you are drilling. So tell me a little bit about these 2 holes and what you're seeing.
Sure. And just to remind everyone, we have a deposit, but because it was mined, we just can't drill right through the heart of it because of the old workings and who knows what's still there, right, with the collapse. So we're having to go from the peripheral. So last year we did the northeast side, an extended new deposit extension that was unknown of, brand new. And now we're at the southern because it's like a hill. Drilling up top, we'd have to come through the main workings. So we're at the bottom of the hill, drilling at depth. So we're really trying to prove out the economics and that there's so much more than just what they knew in the 60s with the new technology now showing what we have at depth. So we are at the southern base of the hill, drilling, 200 meters plus. So that's almost 500 meters if you think about the topography elevation. Mm-hmm. So we're well under the old workings.
Yeah, and the numbers are coming back strong down below as well, right?
They are, and multidimensional, more of a polymetallic than traditional VMS because we have identified not just one lens, but we've hit 3 lenses. The hole on Tuesday that we released obviously had 2 zones, 2 lenses, and they're different characteristics. So it's not just a copper mine with some lead, zinc, silver, and gold. We're really finding that there's a really high-grade zinc silver lens, which shows in today's drill results, up to, and on Tuesday, up to 11 and 9% on samples on core. But, we're also getting copper, and on these 2 holes, copper wasn't the main element. It was really silver, gold, and zinc. So besides our other lenses that are very copper rich, this is multidimensional and it's diversification of a deposit's economics as well, because if it's just copper and the copper prices fall, et cetera, you're really economically impacted. But with having silver, lead, gold, zinc, and copper, we're looking very good. And these are stellar. And the biggest thing we're finding is as we're going deeper, the grades are getting higher.
That's good.
On all the elements, not just copper. It's on the zinc, the lead, the silver, the gold. It's all going up. So that's a very good indicator. The only problem is we can't drill 90 degrees when you're at the base of something. So we're drilling at 45 and 50 degrees. So we're going to have to keep working our way down the deposit.
And so just so people understand all the work that you're doing right now is going into your 3D modeling as well and updating that. There's a lot of reports still to come, let's say, that will take all this data that you're getting, especially, you know, the lower sections, and then put it into what is a complete report on what you're seeing.
Yeah, correct. I'm glad you brought that point up. So the whole purpose of this is to prove this mine still has not just economic value, but there's a lot more mineralization there than people thought. We've already proved that with the eastern extension. So now we're really focused on the main body and at depth, and the west side, which we've drilled our boreholes, and we're waiting for that crew. Obviously, they're coming in September, and we're going to have not just the western side boreholes done. We're doing 8 holes all around the deposit to have a subsurface 3D picture on the conductivity, so we know where the workings are, where we know where the lenses are and where they extend and the type of angle, because they are almost vertical. They're like 68, 69 degrees vertical deposits. But the mission and the bottom line is, yes, we want to do an updated 43-101, and we want to get to an MRE. And the big thing is we've got all the 3D historical drill holes from Kiminko back in the day. So we have over 300 holes, so we know what they've mined and where they've drilled and the logs and everything. Now we're adding all ours and all the new extended holes, and also deeper brand new holes on all the flanks. So like today's hole and on Tuesday, and the one last week, hole 9, we do have a systematic pattern that's been laid out by Mike Dufresne, president and technical director here at 9 Mile with Apex Geophysics, and Gary Lohman and the rest of our technical team. So we are stepping out. Even if we do use the same drill pad and fan, 15 degrees, 20 degrees left, right, we are, just think about at depth. Those drill holes at depth are up to 100 meters apart, right? So don't just think of the collar on the surface. It's where we're hitting 200 meters below surface. So it's very economic, it's very quick, and we're getting a lot of obviously a lot of return for our investors' funding.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Patrick, thanks so much. Really great explanation for what you're seeing there. We look forward to, it sounds like it's going to be many more conversations in the upcoming months. So good to see you.
Just trying to keep up with it, Steve. Thanks very much for having me.
All right. Patrick Cruickshank, the CEO of 9 Mile Metals.